So I ran a little community page poll on which Pokemon you would like to see most in an upcoming PS Live. Always make sure you pay attention. I post there occasionally. And the options, I had like Shaymin, Tatsu, Snorlax, Bronzong, and Brubonnet. Shaymin and Snorlax both were pretty clearly the top two options, so hey, I got a team with both of them for y'all, so what's poppin', people? We're gonna beat up this dude. Charles Dubronx? You're getting got. A little reminder, of course, before we get into this video, we are so close to 4,000 subs. We are like 25 away right now. I don't know what the number is, but please, if you are not yet subscribed, go press that button. Because then we get to continue the journey on, and it's feeling great. Now, my lead this game, I think, is just Roger pretty easily. There's nothing he could lead with that I really care about. If they were to have led Heracross, I would have just gone Wheezing, which... I didn't know this. It kept Pain Split, which is really huge. I was thinking earlier, like... Oh no, is Weezing even any good? Because there's a certain Pokemon named, Quillfish, who's quite solid this gen with the buffs it got. You know, Barb Barrage, Flip Turn, both are huge for it. And I'm thinking Weezing actually retains a pretty valuable niche, all because it's got Recovery. And I go for Wisp. Hits the Hoopa. Hoopa's a pretty big threat. Hoopa is a pretty big threat. I would guess Psyshock's coming out here, so I'll go into Big Raj. I could Terra Ghost on this if I need as well. It goes for Psychic and actually does very little. That could be choiced. It could also be like AV. I'll just go for a knockoff. I could double, but I don't really have a great double into this anyway. Knocking Heracross is really big. Because now I don't have to worry about this getting guts. I mean, I think I just always go Weezing here. I could Weezing and I could always Pain Split up in the next turn. Yeah, look at that. Bounces right off. Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice for me. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll go for a Pain Split here. Because I could have covered a Goodra switch in as well. I don't get a ton of health back, but it's okay. And here, I mean, I'll be honest, I'd Focus Blast if I was my opponent. I kind of want to stay in, but that feels really bad. I'll go Raj. Raj isn't needed for anything other than checking this Hoopa. Seeing this damage, I'm almost certain this is, Choice Scarf. That just does not look like non-Scarf damage, you know? Now, the unfortunate part here is I'm Terra Dark, so I can't Terrastalize out of range. I could go Lax, and I'm probably not too shot. I mean, I think actually, yeah, it's a lot bit bulkier. I'm gonna go Snorlax here. This isn't a great play because I lose a win con, but I do dodge a Focus Blast, so justice. I'll just throw up a Crunch here, as they switch out to their Avalugg. Oh, nice 8%, let's go. Hey, this mod has a Iron Defense. I'll let you know right now, this guy, he ain't ever sweeping. And this isn't just a tough game, because I'm always forced back into Weezing versus this. I think I need to start doubling on the, Hoopa, so I'm gonna double out to Shaymin here. They could just go for Recover, but they don't. And I do have Air Slash, so I will be slashing him. That crit does not matter. Yes! Little Hedgehog picking up a KO already. And if Goodra comes out, it's like kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. Glassed comes out. I'd have a couple switch-ins here. Snorlax isn't the worst. I could get hit by CC or like Iron Defense Body Press stuff, but Snorlax is still generally okay. Tatsu isn't a good switch-in, but it can maybe a revenge kill. Weezing is fine as well, and Weezing at this point is probably pretty dispensable too. As I go for a Crash, that's a very lucky dodge for me. I will now be Pain Splitting. Actually, yes. Okay, you missed an attack. It happens. If you're mad about this, I'm here to tell you right now, the quad weak to Air Slash Mon was not tanking that hit. Why are you so mad, man? It's one miss, come on. I was gonna crit Sludge Bomb with a poison. This is Assault Vest as hell. I will Pain Split out of range. Icicle Crash actually still probably is, right? No! Ooh, that's really good. Sludge Bomb with Poison Chip probably KOs. I will say the Sludge Bomb thing's unfortunate because he does lose his Glassed. Although, really just getting rid of that helps my Lax out a ton. Lug is still kind of annoying. Like I mentioned, if he's Iron Defense, it could be very problematic for me. But I'm gonna go Raj. I do think my Raja being like... Not even my Raja being anything. My team's Fight Resist being Weezing is gonna be kind of tough in this kind of matchup. But it should be doable. I'm gonna go Shaymin, because I'm Covert Cloak. I don't have to care about any drops. God, that still does so much, though. And now we just hope for no crit. And thankfully it just switches out, so I get my synth. I'm Terra flying instead of like some weird lure set this game. That's a little unfortunate. Also, just for in case anyone was wondering, Covert Cloak on Shaymin because it helps against other Shaymin, which I thought was a cool tech. I don't want to sack Raj here. I think I go Lax because it's not actually that great this game. As we pivoted in on a Fire Blast very intelligently. And here, I could double. I'll try cursing and just see what my opponent does. Sometimes you just gotta test out your opponent, feel them out, see what their counterplay is. As they do stand in body press here. Can I get a paralysis? No, I cannot. Unfort. This Ditto is also a huge threat, in case anyone was wondering. I am, in fact, scared of the Ditto. I'll go Poros here. Now, y'all know what happened last time we had a Poros versus an Avalugg. Did not go well for me, as they make a very good switch in here with the Goodra, coming in on my Blitz. They're gooey, though. That's interesting, because now I know that my Shaymin can, fight this. I'm gonna go Lax again. If the Draco, that sucks, but, you know. Never mind, that did 0. Hello? Goodra who? This is Papa Lax, friend. I am big Snorlaxingtons. You know what's funny, though? Losing Weezing, I think I overestimated how well my team could fight the Avalugg. I can Terra Poison and beat this mon down whenever. I'm just trying not to have to Terra super early, which I think is pretty fair. I think that is pretty fair. The body what the hell is that damage? Man, I'm about to Terra fighting blast you. I'll CC here. I flare blitzed last time. Okay. I thought maybe they'd switch. Alright. Tatsu! Go! Draco Meteor him! Let's see. Let's see the OP Tatsugiri in action. They go Goodra. Can I hit? I can. I don't even KO. I don't even KO. Okay. What if I Terra Fairy'd and Nasty Plotted? That'd be really funny. Also, if you hear dogs barking in the background, it's... I think my mother got home from her doctor's visit. And I'm Dracoing again. Yeah! Because this mod is terrible special bulk-wise, we do take it out with a -2 Draco. Very helpful. They go my Tatsugiri, friend. You know what's great, too? I could Terra Fairy and just wall. But I don't think I need to. I believe I'm going Kaparaja here. Getting some leftovers again. As I go Goodra. You know what's great, though? I may have just gotten out of Focus Blast range from Hoopla. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. I could Terra here as well. I'm gonna go Tatsu. Big boy play right there. Let me just Draco. Yo, Tatsugiri just keeps coming in. Oh my lord. They go Hoopa. See, we're at the point in the game where I'm also trying to think about what do I want my last mon to be when this Ditto is copying. I think Tatsugiri is probably the answer because I could Terra Fairy and just counter it. I'm gonna go Shaymin again. As I go for a Psychic, it does 1,000,000. I mean, I can go U. Get the knock. I knock the Scarf, which is pretty useful. Especially in this kind of exchange here. I think we actually go Tatsu. And I say we go Tatsu because I don't want Hoopa to be able to beat me down. So this is, I believe, a bit better of a play. Also, in case Tatsu's what they copy, want to make sure that Raj is in an okay spot. So I'm going to protect again here. I'm going to go Snorlax. I'm going to try and waste some turns. I don't think I'm playing this in-game as clean as I could. Their team is very annoying to beat down. But I think I could just sack Lax. One more turn. I could see what they lock into as they go for focus. I think I just Terra Poison here. Because now I live the Focus Blast and I KO them with a Crunch. They will outspeed me. Maybe? No, it's a speed tie. I guess they could still outspeed me, but I believe this is fine. And I do win the tie, so. Nicely done, win. Nicely done. You so fucking lucky. Okay, bro, I don't care. This guy definitely was complaining, by the way, about the crit I got with Shaymin. Which, again, I'm like, who cares? It's a Heracross. That mod was not living. Come on. Like I mentioned though earlier too, the glass exchange, that was lucky. Poison immediately with a crit. The crit doesn't matter the most, but it's still a relationship. And it made sure that Weezing always beat down glass, so I will concede. That one, yes, lucky. Everything else, come on, man. Come on. And yeah, we're gonna pause while we get this next game, guys. I will be right back. Alright, so this guy is an Avalugg again, and a Hoopa, so I'm basically facing the exact same opponent. Tatsugiri is a weird mod, and I actually think that with Chansey being, I don't know how viable I want to call it, but being a justifiable mod now, it's kind of worse for Tatsugiri, because Blissey is technically not as bulky, so you could beat it a bit more effectively. So, you know, you luck forbidding. But I don't know if you have the same exchanges versus Chansey, because Eviolite does make it bulkier. So that's going to be interesting to watch this game. I do think my Snorlax, once again, is pretty useful. It's just these Avaluggs, man. Stop C-teaming me on ladder, please. And yeah, Rocker is either, like, Yuxi or Chansey. I think my Raj is a very safe lead. I can protect Scout Passimian. And yeah, if they lead this, then I'm just going for knockoff immediately. I'd love to get rid of Avalugg boots. The only problem is, people really like switching Avalugg in versus Caparaja. I have learned that. Little trick of the deal, you know. Of course, they're knockoff Yuxi. Yeah, didn't expect anything different. No, I don't like these people. You do not deserve good fortune in life. You know what sucks now? Is Hoopa's gonna come out, but I have Terra Steel. I just don't think it's all that helpful to go for here. I'm gonna go. Do I go Raja or do I stay in? I think I go Raja. Immediate Psychic Special Defense drop is so trash. You know? And I don't know their item. They could be, I think this is... Is this Scarf again? No, didn't Psychic do less last time? Oh, yeah, that's not how you spell Calc. My bad. Let's check. Let's check the scripture. Why? Why can't you ever give me the right set? No, I'm not Sheer Force. No, I'm not Life Orb. Stop messing around. Stop messing around. NU defensive. So this is Specs Calc. No, of course it's got Psyshock in there instead of Psychic. Thanks, Calc. Very helpful. Yes, this is very Specs. Okay. I'm just gonna keep knocking then every time I get in. I don't have a spin blocker on this team, which is kind of unfortunate, but not the end of the world. And I hear they're going to obviously rapid spin. I can bring my Weezing in every time. It just sucks again, because I've mentioned this before. Every time I have Copperage on these teams, I queue into this spawn like 20 times more frequently, and it's really annoying. I will go for a Sludge Bomb here as they go out to Chansey. I don't even know what this spawn's going to do, man. You're get taunted. Thunder Wave? Yeah, that sounds about right. Here, let me show you some pain. I'm gonna Wisp here as they probably go Hoopa. It is nice, though, that this mod is already chipped down to half. As we hit our Wisp, and it's not like it's the most useful Wisp, right? We know that. We understand that. But it's good to get the Wisp on Hoopa, as I think I just have to sack Raja. Like, I don't want to give something else up on my team, and we know this is Specs, so it's a bit easier to deal with. As I'm gonna Terra Dark here, because I know they're gonna stay in and greed. Yeah, get on about. So we get rid of the massive threat. Passimian comes in. I'm going to assume he's Scarf, so I will protect. U-turn? I think we just sack now? If I go Weezing, odds are they'd bring Yuxi in, though, which is fine. I'm just trying to think right now about, like, Scyther. I think we could do this. And if they go Chansey, then I'm just going to taunt, probably. Or Hard Switch. Hard Switch is maybe safer. The worry is, like, if the Scyther Terra Fairies versus me. Also, I did not loop that music from earlier. Very cool. So this did come out. I'm gonna Willow. As they miss a dual wing beat. That's terrible for them. They might have, beat me down with it. But this is still really good. Passimian is a threat. I'm gonna sack Copper now because they cannot Trailblaze if I sacked Rocks. This is why we kept Copperajah around. Look at that. Works out incredibly well for me. So, you know what? This was a good trade. I like this. Because I don't think we'll lose to the Scyther. I also have, of course, Paladin Tauros to always come in and revenge kill. So sacked our Rocks, look at that. Got rid of our, Also, I don't even think they had Trailblaze. Now, they could have gone for it anyway, but still, just in case. Just in case they, like, Omega Soul Red me, you know? Now I go into you, I will Flare Blitz. Because I am not missing a Stone Edge. So we get rid of that. Avalugg, unfortunately, is never going to be in range, but it's not a big deal. I will preserve you. Snorlax, I think, actually never wins this game. And I say that because they got the Uxie, right? Like, this mon probably just always beats me down. I'm gonna go Snorlax now. Because I just assume a U-turn's coming in. So, get Laxin. As they go Lug. Yeah, we know. We know that's how you work. I'm gonna go for a Body Slam. Look for a Paralysis if I can get it. Which I can't. Like, we knew we couldn't. We knew that was not in the cards. I'll Body Slam once more, because if they go for, Recover, that's okay. As we do get the full para. There we go. That's what we're looking for, as they forfeit. So, looking for the para, because if I get it, that's great. Otherwise, I'm just trying to make sure their Sturdy isn't intact, because that helps with trying to revenge code like Tatsu. And Tatsu's in an incredible spot, we know, because the chance is at half. So maybe I could plot past it. Also, is it just me, or is this music literally not able to be heard? So, go back. Shoutouts. There we go. Look at that. Go back to the music we were trying to have in the background. It is live. And yeah, once again, I'm going to pause when we get this next battle. I will be right back. So this guy, again, unfortunately has a team that just does not let Mr. Snorlax do anything. It's also pretty good into my Shaymin, which is unfortunate. Not as good into Shaymin as some of these other teams have been. I can actually, like, do something. But, of course, I've queued into Frostlass lead. But I do have a spinner, so it's not the worst. What if I do this? Lead Poros? Oh, they lead Uxie. Yeah, Jovel. I lose. GG. GG. Why are you Thunder Wave? Stop pressing this move. Stop. Okay, I get my rocks up. But again, they have a spinner every game. And they're knockoff Uxie. No! This is okay, though. This is actually a pretty good exchange, because I could just go for knocking. They have two spinners, by the way. Tatsu and this. Maybe Tatsu's not even Rapid Spin, which I think is a bad set, but when has Ladder cared about what set they're running being good or bad? Please, inform me. I'd love to know. I could go Lax here. Lax looks a ton better as well with the Uxie weekend. Yeah, they Rapid Spin, because why not? Why not have two spinners on your team? And yeah, I'm gonna curse up now. This can't touch me. If you start spiking up, then who cares? Stone Edge. Ooh. I'm gonna crunch just in case this Uxie comes out. Yeah, crunch up. And if they go... Yeah, so there we go. If they went cross, I would probably tear it immediately. And I will crunch again. They knock, that's fine. Yeah, so of course the T-Wave full para. They're always this exact set. Damn. They got a Bombird. Now, I'm almost thinking this is just Scarf Bombardier. If they knock my lefties here, I don't even think I care. Definitely Scarf as well with how much that did. Now I care a lot because I got full para. That Body Slam would have won me the game. And by won me the game, I mean it makes it just easy. It's not even Scarf though, okay. So he's just a generic utility mon. Heracross comes out, we don't see an item, so... Scarf, I guess. T-Spike would also win the game pretty hard, but, you know, we do not live in that world. I got my Weezer in, though. And I look like I'm out of range even after Rocks, the next one, so that's pretty good. And Sludge Bomb is Omega free, and they sack Uxie, so got rid of this mon. He actually wasn't the same set as the first battle because this didn't have Encore, but it's similarly annoying. As I will now Will-O-Wisp the Bombardier. You have been wisped. How does it feel? Let me know in the comments down below. I actually might die to the next. Yo, that's terrible. He's like max attack Bombird. I have to sack here, which isn't great. But with Lax being Terra Poison in the back, I've got Terra Fairy on Tatsugiri. I think it's playable. Not the greatest, of course, but I do think it's playable. As their Tatsu comes in, I will Pain Split, I guess. Shaymin maybe is the play. Shaymin's pretty good here. I'm also Terra Flying on Shaymin, which is pretty good to mess up Heracross. I could go this. I revenge kill very, very easily with my CC. I'm gonna go Shaymin though. I'm going Shaymin because I can. I want to get Shaymin out here. Pew! Did nothing. Dragon Pulse does even less though. Now I synthesis it all off. Look at that. Easy synth. Now, I really want to just Earth Power immediately, but I don't even think it kills. I'm also always going to switch out there just so they don't know that I have Earth Power. It gives me a little bit of time to feign different sets, which I think is worth it. Maybe, you know, now they think, oh, he just doesn't have a move to hit me. Oh, yes. Yes, do this. Stay in and give me turns to get the sleep gone. That's really useful. Okay. So now we're in a very nice spot. Now this is going to CC me. I think we Terra Poison here immediately. I guess Body Slam. I kind of think I'm going to rest. This does have EQ, but I don't think it matters. Not with the defense boost. Yeah, I eat those up. Though this mon having this coverage is kind of disgusting. Oh, what if they debond here? That's so sad. They hex, though. Okay. Nah, that ain't it. Come on. Come on, man. Not the taunt. Or not the taunt. I mean, not the hex. But I was right, though! Not the taunt! No! Get this back in. I'll try to rock. May as well. Ah, Volpera. Beautiful. Have to go Tatsu here. Can I spin? Can I get a spin off? I can! Yeah! Okay, so now I don't have to deal with their hazards anymore. That is a win. Ah. As they Terra. Okay, this is good to get rid of. This is good to get rid of their Terra here. And I just get to Draco that down anyway. I actually just win this exchange. You are not faster than me. I get to just win this exchange now. Okay. I'll take that. Because if this comes out, I'll Surf. If this comes out, I will outspeed. Yeah, I'm going to Draco you. You can't Terra Fairy now. Okay, I did nothing. But my opponent gave me a special attack raise. Let's go. Nice. So I actually take that mod out. The crit doesn't matter at that point, I don't think. The damage looks like I would have KO'd. He goes out to you. I will obviously outspeed and Soif. I may as well claim as many KOs as I can with Tatsu. Look at him go. And I'll Surf for a little bit of chip. I've won the game because I have my Scarf Poros in the back to always clean up. He's Pin Missile. Yeah. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Snorlax, Shaymin, Tatsugiri, definitely some very, very powerful Pokemon. I think they all did decently well. Snorlax not getting a sweep, but showing off its defensive potential, I would say. I think especially with Terra Poison, you could see some cool checking of Salazzle, although you do have to be wary of all the Encore on ladder. Uxie is not a particularly common Pokemon, but it is good. And Encore is a very easy mon to justify on it. Of course, Salazzle's been running Encore a ton lately. And there's just a lot of status that can force you to have to rest. And well, I don't really love the idea of mono attack Snorlax in a generation where terastallization is so common. So, I hope y'all enjoyed nonetheless. Definitely play some Inu if you're not already playing it. This meta's Kind of hectic, but I think there's a lot of fun Pokemon to try out, so I'll be on ladder. Hit me up. Until next time, enjoy your day. I'll see you then. Peace.